Yo, what's up, gamers? So, last night I walked into the break room to do the weekly fridge clean out at work. I opened the door, and every single container in there has a name on it. Nothing's free, everything is claimed, so I'm just standing there thinking, when did this turn into a reservation system? And then when I look over, of course I find Sharon from marketing sitting there on the break room table labeling even more containers, like she's claiming territory. And then when I look at her laptop, she's doing the exact same thing with Xbox Game Pass. Click, claim, next, claim. Not even looking. And if you don't know, Xbox Game Pass is basically a subscription where they keep adding new games all the time, including some day one releases. But at the same time, other games are getting removed. So now it's not what should I play, it's more like what do I play before it disappears. And this month, they did not waste time. This isn't just a drop, this is a full restock. So before we get into this, do me a favor. Smash that like if your backlog is out of control, subscribe if you're also part of the problem, and tell me down in the comments below, what are you actually playing first? Now let's grab a mop and start talking about the games. First up, Final Fantasy IV. And yeah, this is a classic. You're playing as Cecile, a dark knight who starts questioning his own kingdom after things get a little questionable. So now it's less follow orders and more fix what I helped mess up. This is pure turn-based RPG nostalgia. You got party members, magic, leveling up, the kind of stuff that basically built the entire genre. It's not flashy by today's standards, but this one is one of those games that set the blueprint. This is also one of those respect the classics games, and if that feels like a little too old school, don't worry, it gets a lot more chaotic from here. Next up, DayZ. And yeah, this one's not a game you relax with. You're dropped into a massive open world with almost nothing. No gear, barely any supplies, and you've gotta figure it out from there. You're dealing with zombies, hunger, sickness, everything's trying to take you out. And the worst part, other players. Because you never know if someone's gonna need your help, or rob you, or leave you in the middle of nowhere. There's no hand-holding here, just survive as long as you can. You're not just playing this game, you're surviving it. So yeah, if you like hardcore survival games, this one's for you. And if that sounds stressful, it only gets deeper from here. Next up, Endless Legend 2. This one's for the real strategy players. You're on the ever-changing ocean planet, Saida. Massive tidefall events literally drain the seas, revealing new land, resources, ruins, and sometimes serious danger. Your goal? Build a powerful empire, manage wild resources, lead unique heroes, expand across a shifting map, and make long-term decisions that actually matter. The factions are super asymmetric. Each one plays completely different, from Star Descent zealots to living coral spreaders to flesh-eating bug hives. Since it's still an early access preview, it has that raw learning as you go feel. The game's still being tuned, so expect some trial and error. This isn't a quick 5-minute session, this is a sit down, lock in and sink hours kind of game. Alright, switching it up with FBC Firebreak. This one's pure fast-paced co-op chaos. You and up to 2 friends drop into the oldest house from Control, playing as the Firebreak team. Basically the Bureau's underpaid paranormal janitors. You're blasting hordes of hiss, containing weird crises like sticky note infestations or radioactive leeches, while scrambling to complete objectives before everything goes sideways. It's all quick movement, consistent shooting, and split-second reactions. Hesitate for even a second, and you're respawning. No slow methodical stuff here, it's pure adrenaline, teamwork, and Remedy's signature weird humor. After all that chaos, Planet Coaster 2. Now this one slows things down a little. You're building your own theme park with rides, layouts, decorations. Everything's up to you. It's a full creative sandbox so you can make something amazing or something that looks good for about 5 minutes. Because once people actually show up, because that's when things start going wrong. Lines get backed up, rides break down, customers get mad, and now you're fixing problems you created. You build it, then watch it fall apart. Alright, Tiny Bookshop is next. This one's a cozy simulator. Super relaxed, no pressure. You're running a small bookshop, organizing shelves, helping customers, just keeping things moving at your own pace. No chaos, no stress, just chill management. It's one of those games you throw on when you don't feel like sweating over anything. Just vibe and take it easy. This is the calm before the chaos hits again. So if you like slower, more relaxed games, this one's for you. Then we jump into Football Manager 26. And yeah, this one's deep. You're not playing on the field, you're running everything behind the scenes. Lineups, tactics, transfers, contracts. Every decision matters. This isn't fast-paced, this is thinking, planning, and adjusting. And if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna feel it. This is spreadsheets disguised as a game. So if you're into sports simulators and actually managing every detail, this one's for you. Now this is where people stop scrolling. Hades 2. And yeah, this is the big one. Sequel to one of the best roguelikes ever. Fast combat, constant upgrades, and not just one more run loop that turns into your whole night. You're dying, coming back stronger, and trying again. And somehow it never gets old. Everything feels smooth, fast, and just addictive. This isn't a try it game. This is a there goes your weekend type of game. So yeah, this is a must play. Right after that, Replaced. And this one's a day one drop. So yeah, people have been waiting on this. You're playing as an AI stuck in a human body in this dark cyberpunk version of the 80s, trying to figure out what's actually going on. The first thing you'll notice is the visuals. That cinematic pixel style with lighting, animations, it looks like a movie the whole time. But it's not just style, this is a story-heavy game focusing on identity, control, and everything falling apart around you. So yeah, this isn't just something you jump into for gameplay, you're here for the experience. Then we get into the Thaumaturge. And yeah, this one's a lot slower, but in a good way. You're playing as a guy who can see and control these spirit-like beings that represent people's flaws. Things like pride, anger, all of that. And the whole game is built around how you use that. You're investigating, talking to people, making decisions, and every choice actually matters. Like, not just dialogue options, we're talking different outcomes, different paths, even different endings depending on what you do. There's no clear good or bad either. Everything sits in that gray area, so you're constantly second guessing yourself. This is one of those games where your choices matter a lot. So if you're into story-heavy RPGs where decisions actually stick, this one's for you. Then we've got Oblivion Remastered. And yeah, you already know what this is. This is the classic open world RPG. You start as a nobody and somehow end up saving the entire world. You've got a massive map, tons of quests, guilds, side stories. You can even follow the main story, or completely ignore it and just do your own thing. And that's the whole point. This is one of those games where you make your own story. The remaster just makes everything look better, run smoother, but underneath it all, it's still that same chaotic, unpredictable Oblivion. Weird NPCs, random moments, stuff happening you didn't plan for. All of it. You already know what this is. So yeah, if you played it before, this is a must revisit. And if you haven't, yeah, you're about to lose a lot of time. Next up, we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And yeah, this is the huge one. Campaign, multiplayer, everything you expect is in here. Fast-paced matches, loadouts, progression. You already know how this works. Jump in, play a few games, and suddenly you've been on for 2 hours. This one doesn't need an introduction, so yeah, this is for everybody. Whether you're here for the story, or just trying to win one more match, you're probably jumping into this at the same point. Then we've got Little Rocket Lab, and this one's a little different. You're basically building factories, setting up automation, getting everything running smoothly. But it's all wrapped in this cozy small town vibe. You're helping rebuild the community, talking to people, slowly bringing everything back to life, while trying to build a rocket. Yeah, that escalates real quick. It's got that mix of relaxing problem solving like you're chilling, but also trying to figure out why your whole setup just stopped working. This is the wild card of this month, so if you like cozy games but want something with a little more depth, this one's definitely worth trying out. Then we've got Sopa, Tale of the Stolen Potato. And yeah, this one's just different. You're a kid helping your grandma make soup. You go to grab a potato, and a random frog steals it. So now you're chasing a potato thief through this full-on magical world that has talking creatures, weird environments, everything's colorful and kind of chaotic, but in a good way. And the whole time, it's telling this real simple but kind of emotional story about family and growing up. It's not about combat or anything intense, it's just about exploration, puzzles, and the experience. Next up, we've got vampire crawlers. And yeah, this one looks like pure chaos. It's in the same universe as Vampire Survivors, but now it's a deck builder. So instead of just auto-attacking, you're stacking cards, building combos, and trying to chain everything together. And once it starts working, it really starts working. We're talking screen full of effects, enemies getting wiped out instantly, just complete overlord. It's that same start weak and overpowered feeling, but now you actually have to think a little to make it happen. This looks like pure chaos, so if you like roguelikes, deck builders, or just watching things spiral out of control, this one's an easy try. And finally, Kiln. This one's the quiet one at the end. You're basically creating your own potted tree, like actually shaping it, building it, and then taking it into multiplayer matches to fight other players. So the way your pot looks, that actually changes how you play. Big, heavy builds hit harder, smaller ones move faster, and everything just turns into this chaotic, physics-based brawl. You're making something just to watch it get completely destroyed. This is the quiet one at the end, so if you like weird creative multiplayer games that don't take themselves too seriously, this one's worth checking out. Alright, so here's what this actually means. We're looking at 15 plus games this month, a mix of big titles, day one drops, and a bunch of indies. So this isn't about one huge release, it's about making sure you always have something to play, no matter what you're into. There's always something here, and that's the thing with Game Pass. You don't beat Game Pass beats you. Well, that's all I have. I gotta bounce. Sharon's still over there labeling food, claiming games, probably not playing any of them. So I gotta stop her before she refills the fridge again and makes me do rework. But before I go, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments down below, which one are you actually playing first? This is Scruffy the Janitor signing off. Peace out.